Welcome back. We have got some breaking news from Manchester United.
Hello everybody and welcome along to Transfer Talk.
Time now for your transfer update.
Now, so we've got a few details on the actual deal.
Manchester United had signed him, a measure of their ambition, and he was seen as a masterstroke and a massive signing for Ollie. If one of the other big clubs.
Just a moment, there are plenty, but we must tell you about another deal done by Manchester United. Two in the space of, 25 minutes or so. We're told it's confirmed as well. So new in at Manchester United.
Right, these pictures just into us in those cars are Manchester United's two new signings. They are now at Manchester United's training ground.
That Dorgu possesses in terms of that athleticism and that physicality, and he's 6'1". It's very important to have somebody who's got a big engine who can do both facets of the game at a high intensity. Manchester United do not have enough players who can play at high intensity for the duration of games. So I think it's a good place to start. But again, at 20 years of age, like Kev said, it's going to take time. But Manchester United need to be shopping around for those types of players with potential. They're not in a position to be bringing in world-class stars right now. Manchester United are 13th in the Premier League. So definitely the type of profile, and I think one that Manchester United fans could look at and say, OK, I can see why they're going after that player, but can't get too excited, Matt. Yeah. Got to relax.
OK. We talked about the injury. The Sun mentions that it could be a major injury scare for Amorim, and it may force him to go into the market in January. It's always a dangerous time to go into a transfer window, isn't it? Particularly for a position like that.
Particularly for strikers, it's a very expensive time to go into the market. I was in the press conference, and Amorim, he was leaving the room as he was asked about Šeško's knee, so he didn't have time to give a full answer, and he just said, "I'm worried," because when it's a knee, it could be anything. He also was quite open to the suggestion that they might buy him some more midfielders, which I think is as much, if not more, pressing for them. And of course, the issue they've got with strikers is that the time that they would need another one is actually December, when Mbeumo and Ahmad go to the Cup of Nations, so they might be short of goals at that point. But I think midfield longer term for United, and I've thought this for years.
Opportunity to and being good old British, they're going to be getting tackles in. The Derby tried everything they can, every single player to try and win tonight. So we've got to match that level, and if we match the level, then hopefully we have better players. It's as simple as that. Hopefully that starts to show and we start to create.
A deep-line midfielder, very technically gifted, but it's his passing ability that will excite the most, both short and long-range passing. He rarely gives the ball away. He's in Liga, and he's in the sort of the top percentiles for ball retention, but also the number of balls he plays forward as well. So it's not just keeping hold of the ball, but also passing it in the right way to start attacks as well. So he's 24, as Mark said. He's just playing some of the best football in his career. He's now part of the Brazil squad. It's the kind of move I think at the beginning of the window, loved to have seen come through the door. Might have taken a bit longer to get to this stage, but it's the kind of target then that kind of not horrifically expensive, not 50, 60 million pounds, but around 30, just over around 33 million pounds potentially for this deal. And if he becomes brilliant and he ever wants to leave, they can potentially get even more from it if he continues to develop.
Well, that's why because it's during the game.
Manchester United are preparing to send shockwaves through the Premier League as reports intensify surrounding a sensational double signing set to be completed in the January transfer window. New manager Rúben Amorim, known for his strategic approach and fearless decision-making, is reportedly on the verge of landing both a lethal striker and a dominant midfielder, two priority positions he believes will immediately transform the team's trajectory for the second half of the season. Sources close to the club indicate that negotiations for both players are already in advanced stages, with key details ironed out behind the scenes. The striker, described as powerful, clinical, and perfectly suited to Amorim's fast-paced attacking philosophy, is expected to add the goal-scoring edge United have desperately lacked in recent months. Meanwhile, the incoming midfielder is said to bring physicality, composure, and elite ball-winning ability, qualities that could stabilize a midfield that has struggled for control in crucial matches. Inside Old Trafford, the mood has shifted from frustration to excitement. Amorim's decisiveness and long-term vision have already impressed many, and his pursuit of these two high-impact signings signals a manager determined to reshape United's identity quickly and boldly. With the season entering a pivotal phase, the club understands the importance of fresh energy, renewed depth, and positional balance, and these potential arrivals could provide just that. Fans, too, are buzzing with anticipation. The promise of not just one, but two marquee additions has ignited optimism across the United faithful, who have endured inconsistency and disappointment in recent campaigns. Social media has exploded with speculation, excitement, and early predictions about how the new-look squad could line up once the window opens. If completed, this double signing could mark one of Manchester United's most decisive winter transfer moves in recent years. Analysts believe the impact could be immediate, potentially altering the club's fortunes both domestically and in Europe. Rivals are already watching closely, aware that Amorim's January masterplan could shift the balance of power in the league. As the countdown to January continues, all eyes remain fixed on Old Trafford. With Amorim driving forward a bold new era and negotiations entering their final phase, Manchester United could be on the brink of a dramatic and season-defining transformation. One thing is certain, the Red Devils are preparing to make a statement, and the football world is paying attention.